welcome. I'm Mighty Mary, and this is Mighty Health Mat Pilates. I am going to go over all the basic mat Pilates moves. They have such great benefits for your body. It's a fitness regime that was founded more than 100 years ago, so it's something that's really starting to really get more popular as it grows. But the first series of Pilates started with just techniques using a basic mat. I'm here using just my yoga mat, like a nice thin. You can do it on a towel or a carpeted area is nice, just something with enough padding. We won't be doing anything with impact, but just something so that you can lie on it and be comfortable. I also like to sometimes throw in a pillow. A lumbar pillow like this is great because it can give you some back support, and I'll get into that later. But for starters, I'm just going to start in a kneeling position. You can be seated on your seat if that's better for you, and we're just going to start with some breaths, maybe grabbing onto our ribs. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Feel the tip of your head right here, right where the end of your part comes together, right at the top of your scalp. Feel that lengthen as you sit in your comfortable position. There you go. Feel yourself grow longer, kind of releasing your lumbar spine. So you're lengthening as you sit tall. Everything's stacked. Tip of the head, shoulders, the hips. And from there, we just hold the ribs and do a big inhale, feeling the rib cage widen as we inhale. And let that breath go. Let's do that again. Inhale, expanding through the ribs. And exhale, let it go. Great job there. One more time. Inhale. And exhale through the ribs. We're going to try that lying down. So find a comfortable spot on your mat as we get ready. So lie down, shoulders are flat, spine is just in its natural position, hips firmly planted against the ground, and just let your arms lay by your side. Now feel your body imprinting into the ground from here. Feel the weight of your spine into the ground, your arms, really anchoring yourself to the ground beneath you. From there, let's start that breath again, maybe placing the hands on your rib cage and inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Now take your hands, make a little triangle with them, place them at your hip area. And this is the area we're going to practice. As we inhale, we're going to try to pull these muscles right inside this little triangle that we've made. Draw your navel, your belly into your spine as you inhale. So here we go. And exhale. Pull in, 2, 3, 4, and release. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. On the release, we inhale. I'm so sorry if I switched that up at the beginning. We're going to exhale, draw your navel towards your spine, feeling your ab muscles pull up, in and up, and release. And pull them in. Moving just a micro movement, but you'll really feel your spine connect with the ground in your lower body, and you'll feel your abs engaged. So this is a little piece we're going to take with us through the whole class as we start. Okay, we've got that breath, we've got that ab position. Now from here, we extend our arms long and try to just do a slight nod of the chin to feel your spine lengthen. And then from there, lift your head, gazing towards your abs. Your back of your shoulder blades are still on the ground. And from here, we're going to lift our arms about 6 to 8 inches above our hips and start to pump. Now, this is a breathing exercise and an ab exercise. We're going to focus on our breath as we inhale and exhale. So it's in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're finding that position well, go ahead and lift your knees to a tabletop position, and you can get a little bit more engagement of the abs as you inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe extending those legs, stick straight, heels together, toes apart, and then keeping that control, keeping that engagement in your abs, find that point up to about 45-degree angle. Inhale, let it out. Again, and let it out. One more series of this. We inhale, exhale, and draw your knees in. Relax your head. From there, great little wake up. Good morning to those abs. Extend your legs strong. Your feet are flexed, and we're going to try to reach our hands straight to the ceiling. Palms are down, and we're going to try that same neck roll. So a little nod of the chin, lengthening the spine. It's almost like you feel a little bit of like traction in through the back of your neck here. And then you're going to round up just as far as you can go. And back down. Try that again. Little nod, little lift, and roll up just to your point that you can. From here, go ahead and sit yourself up, even if you're using your hands to do that. We're going to try the reverse end of that. So maybe even bend your knees. You can hold on to the back of your legs if you'd like. You can also grab maybe a larger pillow and put it behind you if you don't want to go all the way down flat. That's a way to modify this exercise. But from here, we're just going to roll back, either keeping our arms reaching in front of our body or grabbing on behind the legs, and back up. Good. Now round back again. Round, 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 round. And back up again. Good. Maybe you can release the hands this time. Maybe you can go all the way down. If you get to the ground, go ahead and make a little stretch. And arms reach back up. And we pull back up. There's our roll up. So you can do just half a roll up or a full. Couple more. Down we go. Extend, bring it back, lengthen before you lift, and roll over. Imagine you have a giant beach ball around your belly and you're trying to round over that. Last one. Extend and draw your navel towards your spine as you roll up, rounding over. And great job. Okay, from here, we're going to do our one leg circle. We're going to roll all the way back down, extend our left leg and flex our foot, reach our right leg up to the ceiling. Our arms are flat along our body, and we have a slight turnout in our leg if possible. From here, we're going to go cross over to that opposite hip and around, down, and up. Around, down, and up. Draw just as big of a circle as you can, making a precise movement there. Couple more. And around. Let's reverse it now. I was going counterclockwise before, and now I'm drawing a clockwise circle. Notice a little pause when I get to the top of that circle. Last one. And bend that leg, extend it long. Bend the other knee in, extend it long. Create a slight turnout in your leg if possible. And from here, cross over towards that opposite hip. Down and around and stop. Down and around and pause. Keep going. Last couple. And reverse it here. It's around and pause. Around and pause. Keep going. Try to make your circles the same dimension on both sides, the same diameter. Last one. And from here, we bend our knee, extend it long. We're going to try a roll up. So maybe try starting with your hands on the back of your knees, and you're going to try to just do little tiny rocks. Draw the back of your knees, round up into a little ball, and maybe just try to rock a little bit back and forth here. Good. From there, you could either roll yourself up, or you could start from a seated position. Hands are behind the knees, and we tuck in. Keep a beach ball in between your bodies to keep that distance, and we rock back and forth, and down, and up. If you can make a bracelet by grasping the top of your wrist with that opposite hand. Head stays down, the gaze is at your abs, back and forth. Even if you're not coming all the way back up, or if you're just rocking a little bit, that's fine. Last one. Great job. And from here, one hand goes on the inside of the knee, outside hand wraps around the ankle. Flex that foot, and that's long and extended. From here, we're going to draw our navel towards our spine and round back, 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 back. And we can just lower our head first and practice the leg part. We can float that bottom leg out and just switch your legs back and forth. Switch, switch, switch. Notice my inside hand goes to my knee, outside hand to the ankle. That'll help keep your leg in proper alignment during this exercise. Okay, if you've got the legs down, try to round up through the shoulders, engaging through your lower abs, keeping the tips of your shoulder blades on, and we exhale, and exhale, exhale. Good, feel that work in your abs. Every time you exhale and let that breath out, you draw your spine in just a little deeper. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Draw your knees into your chest and lower your head. Double leg stretch. From here, you go ahead and round up, and we're just going to do the upper body first. So we lift our arms and bring them around and back down to our shins. Again, open and around. You can also just go open up here and bring them straight back down. Now let's add in the legs. Maybe rest that head for a moment and lift it by nodding and then curling the head. So you keep the length in the spine, open long, maybe just opening. You can even open just straight up above your hips and around. Stretch and around. Inhale and exhale. Maybe getting out to as low as 45 degrees, but maintaining those strong abs. The tuck, drawing your navel all the way towards your spine, in and up with those abs. Last one. Woo, and relax the head and shoulders. You did it. Great work there. We're going to go ahead and sit up and do our forward spine stretch. So your feet are just about mat width apart. They're flexed, and you're going to keep your palms down. Stack everything just like we did at the beginning. Tip of the head reaching, extending towards the ceiling. Shoulders are stacked above the hips. From here, we inhale. And as we exhale, we drop our chin down and dive our head through our arms, extending, letting everything that's in our lungs out. And rounding back up. Again, inhale. And exhale, empty those lungs, rounding over. Imagine that beach ball, it's right there. So we're keeping our arms high. We're not just folding into a pike stretch. We're keeping our shape. If you feel your shoulders start to draw up, pull them back down. And inhale, fill those lungs up with all the good air. We're going to get rid of all that bad air this time. Exhale. And inhale. Perfect job. Moving right along, we're going to go into a little bit of a prone position. So lie back and roll over, placing your hands just beneath your shoulders. Kind of like you were about to do a push-up, but don't worry, I'm not going to make you do a push-up right here. We're just going to practice lengthening our spine through the tip of our head. So I have my forehead resting on the ground. This is called Swan in Pilates. My feet, I have my heels together, toes apart if possible. But if that puts pressure on your lower back, you can just keep your legs parallel. From here, I'm going to inhale and just feel my head lift an inch and lengthen as I do so. You can use your hands for support and exhale, place that head back down. So think lengthen more so than lift. 1, 2, 3, inhale, lengthen. And put it back down. Now this time we're going to add a little push of the hands. So inhale and lengthen and pushing up a little bit. See if you can turn your head to the right and roll down, 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 down. Looking to the left and back to center. Let's try that neck roll the other way. Looking to the left and let your head roll down, 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 down. Looking to the right and back to center. Drop everything down for a little bit of a rest. Our rest will be pushing up and back and rounding through our lower back to counter that work we just did on our belly. So we always like to counter prone position with this rest. It's more of an active rest though. I'm not just falling into my body weight. I'm really pulling my abs away. Imagine that little beach ball. I've got a beach ball theme going today. We're going to round through our lower back as we stretch that out and just breathe. Okay, from there, we're going to move onto our back for some spine work here. So feet are hip width apart and parallel, hands are flat down. We're going to just practice our pelvic tilt here, where we feel our pelvis extend towards the ground, and then we try to tilt up. So try that again. I'm doing a little tiny arch, and then I'm really squeezing through the backs of my legs, right where the seat and the back of my thigh meets, and letting it go. So feel that rotation. This is one of the pivot points or the joints in our body that can get out of alignment. It can lose mobility over time. So we're just doing little micro movements of it. And now we're going to hold it still. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to draw our navel towards our spine and lift everything up just to your point of comfort. You can always take a little lumbar pillow in and slide it under your hips if you need that for a little bit of support. So I inhale and exhale, lift up. And from there, I'm going to articulate down one vertebra at a time. Lower, lower, and lower. Inhale and exhale, lift, squeezing, feeling that work in the back of the hamstring. If you want a little bit more, you can rise up onto your tiptoes and draw your heels towards your seat. And then lower, lower, lower. Good work. Okay, from here, we're going to move into some side leg stretch work. Roll over onto one side. You can do this with an extended arm. If you're on a mat and your mat is on the ground, line your entire body up to the back side of your mat so you're ready for your side leg series. Your hand that's not extended long can go in front of your body. Now take your legs and bring them at about a 45-degree angle in front of your body. From here, if you can, you're going to take your hand and cup it like a little mountain and then place it right at the base of your skull. And you can almost feel the traction that it creates. It's actually a great feeling on the spine, that upper neck area, helping you to lengthen during this series. From here, your heels are together. You're going to lift that upper leg. Right here, I have my left leg lifted, my other leg extended, and I'm just going to reach my toes forward and then extend them back. And reach forward and back I go. Good. A few more just like this. Reaching. Good. If you feel a longer range of motion, you can reach and then add a little kick and then extend back. Reach, kick, and back. Last one. And back. And bring them back together. From here, we're going to lift up and down and up and down. Lift it and lower it, trying to maintain that balance as we do. And lift and lower. There you go. From here, we trace just tiny little circles around and around and around and around. Reverse that circle for 2 and 3 and hold it right there. Lift that leg back up, bend the upper leg, bring it right to your hip area. You can grab onto that foot with your opposite hand, and then we're going to extend our bottom leg and let it float off the ground. From here, we're going to just lift and lower. Lift, really feeling that work with your upper inner thigh. So create the movement right at the top of the leg. That's it. Lift it and lower it. Couple more. And hold it up. From here, we circle around, around, squeezing the back of the seat, squeezing the inner thigh to create that circle. Now reverse that circle around, around. Good job. Last one, and let that leg lower. You've earned a little rest on your belly. From here, you're going to extend your legs long. I'm going to go ahead and extend my arms long too. My forehead is resting on the ground, and I'm going to just do little taps, heels together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And rest. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And rest. Now you can just roll to the opposite side. I'm going to turn around so I can face you to show you that setup. I'll show you a way, if the arms are difficult, that you can use a pillow to prop yourself and make that cup, that little mountain. Place it at the base of the neck. Plant that front arm. Line up your body with the entire length of your mat. Legs go out to 45 degrees. From here, we're going to just float that leg, and it goes forward and back. Forward and back. Try to go equidistant in front of your leg as behind your leg. Forward and back. Hopefully you don't have any furniture in your way like I do. Keep going. And breathing through this whole exercise. Last one. It comes forward. It goes back. We line it up with that foot, and then we lift and lower. And lift and lower. Try to keep a little bit of a turnout in that leg. Lift and lower. You've got it. And last one. Here we go, circling around and around. Keep going. Reverse it. Around and around and around. You've got it. Great job. Lift it up high, and now plant that foot right at your hip area. Lower leg, it's going to extend long. So it used to be out at 45 degrees. You're going to pull it back so it lines up with your entire body. Now imagine you've got a little teacup, and you have it placed right on the base of your foot. We're going to try to just lift and lower without spilling any tea. No tea being spilt today. Lift and lower. Remember, we're lifting with that upper inner thigh. Feel the work. This is such a great exercise for those inner thighs. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Stay with me. You've got this. And now around and around. Good job. Keep it going. There we go. Around, around. Reverse it. Almost there. Last 4, 2, 3, and that is enough. Whew. Okay, remove that pillow from you. From here, you're going to take that leg that was in front and put it behind your body, and then just turn and extend one leg long. This is a little bit of teaser work. We can just hold this, feeling the work in our abs. Maybe you can release one arm. Keep it parallel with your leg. Maybe you can release that second arm. From there, maybe you can round back just a little tiny bit, and then reach back up and roll it back and reach back up. Maybe you're feeling fierce and want to go all the way back down and all the way back up. You can always use that pillow in behind you so you don't have to roll quite so far back. Switch legs. Down you go. Up you go. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down and all the way up, and bend those knees. You're ready to swim. We always like to swim after doing something so challenging like a teaser. So lie on your belly. Imagine you have a little ice cube right beneath your belly button. You're trying to pull that ice cube away. You don't want to get your belly all wet and cold right now. So from here, you're going to take your right arm. Your forehead is just face resting on the ground. Pull your shoulders so they're relaxed. Keep them in the socket. You're going to float your right fingers and your left toes. Try to lengthen as you lift. Relax those. Opposite side. Left fingers. Right toes. And keep going. One more round. Just want to show you, for those of you that this is bothersome on your lower back, you can always tuck a pillow right under your hip area. And right arm, left leg. And left arm, right leg. And back down you go. Up into our rest position and into our final stretch, which will be Mermaid. Sounds like fun, right? So let's try it. Go ahead and turn forward, stacking your legs kind of like they're two pieces of bread stacking on top of each other. You're going to grab onto your ankle area with your top arm. From here, we're going to lift up our outside arm. This is a breathing exercise, so really take full advantage of the breath here. We're going to breathe in and exhale, wringing out our lungs, especially wringing it out because we have that added twist in there. And back to a T position. Now, if you can, you're going to lower that left hand on the ground and reach that top arm long. And inhale, exhale, and back up to the beginning position one more time. Reaching over, exhaling all that breath. And back to T. Flatten your hand, palms face each other, keeping that head in line with your neck. It's just an extension of it. And back down. Okay, legs come out in front of your body, and let's tuck them under on the other side for our last side of Mermaid. My left arm now is grabbing onto my ankle, and my outside arm is going to reach up. Big inhale, and then exhale all my breath. Wringing out through my waistline as I gaze over my left shoulder. Back up to a T position. This time opposite arm, right arm. Palm is up. Reaching over, feeling that extension through the outside of my body. And last one. Inhale and exhale all the air. Inhale and exhale the opposite direction. And back up you go. Great job there. Let's do a little roll down. I'm going to go up to my knees for this. You can be in any seated position or your legs extending straight out front. Relax through the shoulders. Feel that extension through the tip of the head again. Big inhale. And on the exhale, go ahead and drop your chin into your chest, rounding through your shoulders, through your middle back, through your upper back, your lower back, and back the other way. Lower back, middle back, and upper back, stacking everything tip-top on top of each other. And big breath in, extending through your arms, a little stretch in each direction, maybe grabbing onto those wrists while you do so. And go ahead and bring your head down. You did it. Great work, everybody. I hope you got a lot of benefit from all the parts of our body that we stretched. Maybe some parts we didn't know we could stretch the ways we did today, but it works on our flexibility and our strength. There's always modifications, so if there's any discomfort while lying on your side or your belly or your back or things like that, I'm always here to help. So please put those in and I promise I'll respond to you. With that, I'd like to wish you all a great day. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, whatever you have left to enjoy. And it's Mighty Mary signing off from another Mat Pilates.